Obviously they do deals. If you're a new customer, you might get it free.
Yeah.
You pay a yearly fee for the SIM card, which is €36, which is £3 a month. It's not that much. It's just to keep the SIM card active. But you can, I think, to buy it outright, it's $300.
Okay, so Monday you were going to do it, and we'll be Facebook Live in the whole thing.
And I will prove it, and then, you know, you will just have to acknowledge my greatness when it comes to packing. And to be perfectly honest, right, I was giving all these little tips and
had prior to the full publication of the report.
Dublin bus services will stop at 9 o'clock tonight, 3 hours before the first of 3 planned 2-day strikes is due to begin. The company wants to ensure the fleet is returned to all depots before midnight for health and safety reasons. SIP2 and the National Bus and Rail Union have described the move as unnecessary. The strike will disrupt the travel plans of 400.
And that was Teresa Mannion reporting. It's 9 minutes to 8, and Adam's back with business news and tourism news. I suppose the first tourism news for anybody, if you know anyone, there are no buses in Dublin today, but apart from that, there are some good indicators.
Yes, some good news to go. Understand that they have no choice but to cancel the holiday now, but as I said, they can't claim it back on the travel insurance. So they have no option but to go back into Trailfinders and say, listen, our holiday's in 3 weeks' time, but we've no chance, but we've no choice but to cancel. What can you do for us? And I think initially what we were looking at was a real case of the computer saying no. So they were talking to some operator in the travel agent who was just keying in some numbers, and they said, no, listen, we have a problem.
Five points. Your team won by 9 points. It was definitive defeat of Kilkenny yesterday. How are you feeling right now?
Great enough. Monday was the 13th and for Tuesday, okay. Sorry, Monday was the 13th and Tuesday was the 14th, I remember that.
And just given that Michelle, she spoke about the last 2 weeks and the trauma for her having saved that young girl's life, but all the what ifs and what might have happened, and the fact that she managed to stay calm, and you talking about something that you did. June the 8th, 2013, that was the night you were assaulted.
Yes, yeah.
And you still remember the assault?
I do indeed.
And you were assaulted by someone in the public eye, Anthony Stokes, the former Irish international Celtic player. What happened, Anthony?
Absolutely, isn't that the absolutely, yeah, because they want to make it either that everyone paid or no one paid. Yeah. So they have to.
The great body of UK EU regulation into UK law. So actually, it wasn't a repeal bill; it was a photocopying bill, really.
And at the end of that process, if indeed there is an end to it, is the path likely to be clear?
And a big spectrum of experience in there. So look, we all kind of share an experience and we learn from one another.
Yeah. Now, the fact there are 20 men, how many men are there in Kilbeggan? Well, who are be eligible? To be eligible, what do you have to be?
Just to be a man, that's about it.
Any age?
Yeah, any age.
Well, why only 20?
Why only 20? I suppose the time of the day, in a sense, probably doesn't suit the men who are out there.
Limited is authorised by the Prudential Regulation Authority of the United Kingdom and is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland for conduct of business rules.
And gather round, lads. We'll attack Dublin from the perimeter one day. Just expect us to move swiftly, get what we came for, and regroup back here unscathed. Then we face it.
one last year, one on the Irish ferries with the Irish Defence Force and the Garda Síochána, where the Naval Service, the Air Corps and the Army Ranger Wing were very much involved with an Irish ferry and intercepting terrorists on an Irish ferry's ship, and that was something that I witnessed, but I was very disappointed that the media give it very little coverage where they're all invited. So I think it's very important. I think it is very important.
Television programme. Yes, it has been forced to delay the launch of Twin Peaks after it has got into a little bit of a legal wrangle with Mondelez, who are the manufacturers of Toblerone. Now, Poundland had announced plans to begin selling Twin Peaks, a bar with 2 bumps rather than the distinctive single peak chunks of the Toblerone bar.
Voted on before, which they weren't accepting. They won't.
Yeah.
But I think if you can say, look, this is where Europe is going, this is what we stand for, and set out that vision, and all of the conversation, obviously it has to be, is about this Brexit negotiation.
Well, indeed, if you take what Tony Blair was saying, he also said, I was going to say